In an age of bronze and iron, one name was whispered in fear and awe from the shores of the Mediterranean to the mountains of Persia. This was Assyria, an empire forged in the crucible of ambition and conquest, a civilization that reached unparalleled heights of power and sophistication. Its story, etched in stone and clay, is a testament to the raw might and brilliant intellect of a people who dared to master the known world, leaving an indelible mark on the very course of human history. At the heart of this colossal dominion stood Nineveh, a city of unimaginable splendor. Its immense walls, so wide that chariots could race upon their ramparts, encircled a metropolis that was the envy of the world. Through gates guarded by colossal winged bulls, the lamassu, symbols of divine protection and royal authority, flowed the lifeblood of an empire. Its marketplaces were a vibrant chaos of commerce, where merchants from Egypt, Anatolia, and the lands beyond the Zagros Mountains traded in silks, spices, and precious metals. Dominating the skyline was the magnificent Southwest Palace, its halls lined with intricate reliefs that narrated the empire's triumphs, a stone tapestry of military victories and the king's supreme prowess. The foundation of Assyria's grandeur was its unstoppable military machine. Vast armies, organized with terrifying precision, marched across deserts and mountains, a relentless tide of conquest. Chariots, the heavy cavalry of their day, thundered across the plains, while legions of archers unleashed storms of arrows upon their foes. At the vanguard were the siege engineers, masters of psychological warfare and brutal efficiency, whose fearsome engines could bring the most fortified cities to their knees. This was not merely an army, it was the instrument of an imperial will, designed to crush all opposition and expand the borders of Assyrian dominion without mercy. This military might ensure a constant river of wealth flowed into the imperial treasury. From the conquered kingdoms of Babylonia, the cities of the Levant, and even the ancient land of the pharaohs, tribute poured into Nineveh. Endless caravans laden with gold, silver, ivory, and exotic animals made their way to the capital, a tangible display of Assyria's absolute control. This influx of resources funded not only the empire's wars, but also its breathtaking cultural and architectural projects, transforming its cities into showcases of imperial power and affluence. Yet, Assyria was more than a brutal military power. It was a cradle of culture and knowledge. Within Nineveh lay the legendary library of Ashurbanipal, the world's first systematically collected library. Its chambers were filled not with scrolls, but with tens of thousands of clay tablets inscribed with the elegant wedge-shaped script of cuneiform. Here, scribes meticulously preserved the wisdom of Mesopotamia. They copied ancient myths like the Epic of Gilgamesh, recorded astronomical observations that mapped the heavens, and compiled medical texts detailing sophisticated diagnoses and treatments, creating a repository of knowledge that would influence civilizations for millennia. The empire was the personal domain of its king, and his pursuits were as grand as his dominion. Royal lion hunts were not merely sport, but a crucial public spectacle, a ritualized display of the king's courage and his divine mandate to bring order to a chaotic world. On the arid plains, King Ashurbanipal, in his racing chariot, would heroically confront the most ferocious of beasts, his victory a metaphor for his mastery over all enemies of the state, both human and natural. The empire's reach was sustained by the life-giving waters of the Tigris River, which flowed past the gleaming walls of Nineveh, nourishing the intricate network of canals and irrigated gardens that made the arid land bloom. Animated maps reveal the staggering scale of this dominion, stretching from the Nile Delta in the west to the highlands of Persia in the east. This was the world as the Assyrians knew it, a world they had conquered, organized, and remade in their own image. This was the peak of ancient power, a golden age of imperial magnificence built on a foundation of unyielding strength and ruthless ambition.